Okay, so if you're on the Golden Bear or any other ship and you want to do some celestial navigation, there's 2 times of the day when this can happen. They're both called civil twilight. The time for civil twilight is in the Nautical Almanac, and you need to figure out when that is. You need to make sure that you're out there on deck with your sextant at least like 15 or 20 minutes before this time. Because once it starts, the clock is ticking. It's going quick. The sun is either coming up and all the stars are going to disappear, or the sun's going down and that horizon's going to turn to mush. So you need to make sure that you're pretty spot on with your calculations of the time of civil twilight and that you're really early. Also, some of the problems are you'll bring your sextant outside, and because of the temperature differential, it'll fog up. It'll fog up like really quick, and it always does it when you don't want it to happen. So go out there early, open your sextant box up, let it acclimatize to whatever kind of humidity and temperature you're in, and you won't have to deal with those foggy lenses, which is just more stuff than you want to deal with because you've got to do a celestial navigation fix, which is hard enough. Moving right along, I'm going to be using the Nautical Almanac right here. This is the one from 1981, and it's the one that the U.S. Coast Guard uses for all their testing. I also chose to use this one because you guys should have a Nautical Almanac from 1981, so you can follow along with this fix that I'll be doing today. The next one we got here, this is called 229, and this book never changes. It's always the same 229 right here, and this is for latitudes 15 degrees to 30 degrees, and that works for north and south latitudes. In it we have loads of tables, and all we do here is 229 says if you're here, this is where that celestial body should be in relation to you. So this is telling you calculated height of a star, where it should be by the books. Next we got this one right here. I borrowed this from the ship. This is called 249, and these are sight reduction tables for air navigation, for those of you who can't read. Inside it we have all these different latitudes. So here's 13 north, 12 north, 11 north, and so on. In the back we have southern latitudes, 20 south, 21 south. You need to go into this book when you work your DR out, and it'll give you where all those stars are going to be. And this is terrific, and you really need to do this. You want to make sure that you get your pre-work done before you go out there with your sextant, and I'll walk you through how to do that too with all this stuff. So 249 is for pre-work. 229 and the Nautical Almanac for the appropriate date that you're shooting for is for the sight reduction. A couple other important pieces of hardware. You need some blue tape. This is for your pre-work. I'll show you what to do with that in a while. And of course you need your sextant also. That's this guy right here. So this is a like a Weems and Plath. No, I'm sorry, it's an Astra 3. I got it off eBay. If you guys look at a website called allofcraigs.com, it'll search all the different Craigslists in the country, and you can find all kinds of good used stuff. I bought this one from some lady who had a antique shop in Washington State. I mailed her cash. It was a little risky, but most people don't like to deal with people through the mail on Craigslist, but all of Craigslist is a really good resource for finding all kinds of weird used things throughout the country. So that's where I got this. I think I got it for about 250 bucks or so, which is a pretty good deal. I wanted to have my own sextant because I wanted to lay my hands on it before a cruise. I never got around to it because I was too busy, but it was nice to have my own. I kind of like it. So that's what this guy is. And let's see, the other thing you're going to need is a headlamp. And a headlamp is real important because you're going to be eating your flashlight like all the time, because you need your hands free when you're up there making shots with your sextant. You need to be able to make notes of things, and it's going to be kind of dark. So this headlamp is great. I got it from REI. It's got different little filters on it. This one that's in here right now is a clear filter, but it also has this little red filter. And of course, when you're out there at night, you need to have good night vision. So I plop this red filter in there, I throw it on my head, boom, and you're like ready to be a celestial navigation dork. And I know it looks stupid, but like I'm saying, you want to have as few problems as possible when you're out there. Pre-work, dorky headlamp, and a clock that you know works, that has the local zone time on it. Once you get that pre-work done, you shoot the stars, you do the actual reduction, which I'll walk you through, and then you plot it, and then boom, you get your fix. So that's what we'll be doing for the next hour or so.